In the quiet of the night, Jacob stood under a canopy of stars, listening to the whispers of destiny. For years, he had toiled in the service of his father-in-law, Laban, watching as his wealth grew through Jacob's labor. But now, something was shifting. A sense of unease hung heavy in the air, like the calm before a storm. Laban's sons had begun to grumble, accusing Jacob of stealing their inheritance. Even Laban's once friendly demeanor had soured. Yet, amidst the tension, God's voice broke through, urging Jacob to return to the land of his fathers and promising to be with him. Genesis 31 verse 3. Jacob gathered his wives, Leah and Rachel, in the fields, away from prying ears. He recounted how Laban had repeatedly cheated him, changing his wages 10 times, yet God had protected him. "Your father has been unfair," Jacob explained, "but the God of my father has been with me." He shared a divine vision where an angel revealed how God had blessed him through the speckled and striped livestock. With conviction, he declared, "It's time to go." As dawn broke, Jacob acted swiftly. Without telling Laban, he packed his household, gathered his children, and drove away his livestock. It was a covert escape, a desperate bid for freedom after 20 years of servitude. Genesis 31 verses 17 to 18. Unbeknownst to Jacob, Rachel had secretly taken her father's household gods, hiding them among their belongings. 3 days later, Laban discovered Jacob's flight. Furious and feeling betrayed, he gathered his men and pursued Jacob, catching up with him in the hill country of Gilead after 7 days. The night before their confrontation, God warned Laban in a dream, "Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad." Genesis 31 verse 24. The next morning, Laban approached Jacob with mixed emotions. "Why did you deceive me and run off secretly?" he demanded. "Why didn't you let me send you off with joy and singing?" Jacob defended himself, explaining his fear of Laban's reaction. When Laban accused him of stealing his gods, Jacob, unaware of Rachel's actions, invited Laban to search the camp. Rachel, quick-witted, hid the idols in her camel's saddle and sat on them, claiming she could not rise due to her condition. Laban searched everywhere but found nothing. Genesis 31 verses 33 to 35. Jacob, frustrated, confronted Laban about his years of faithful service and the constant injustices he had endured. "If the God of my father had not been with me, you would have sent me away empty-handed," he declared. Moved, Laban proposed a covenant to ensure peace. They set up a stone pillar and made a heap of stones as a witness between them. Laban named the place Jegar-Sahadutha, Aramaic for witness heap, while Jacob called it Galeed, Hebrew for witness heap. The 2 men swore an oath, and Laban returned home the next day, leaving Jacob to continue his journey under God's protection. Genesis 31 verses 51 to 55. Jacob's escape from Laban was not merely a tale of family strife but a testament to God's faithfulness. Despite the challenges and deceit, God's hand guided and protected Jacob, fulfilling his promise to Abraham's descendants. As Jacob moved forward, he carried with him not just his wealth but the assurance that the God of his fathers was ever present, turning adversity into triumph.